Hello, good morning, welcome to my channel. This is so random, but I had a little urge the other day because I've been making TikTok videos. Mold goes running. Hopefully I'm able to edit a screenshot of my channel name there, my TikTok channel name. I've been loving making vlogs on there because my job is great, it's just not very creative. So it's just fun to have a little creative outlet and a diary of what I've been getting up to. My only fans are my mum and my nana. So hi guys, if you're watching this. But I find that I'm a bit of a rambler, as you can probably tell. I like yapping, I like talking, and I'm really enjoying having a chat because I work from home completely, which can be a bit isolating sometimes, not gonna lie. So I think this little YouTube channel is just mainly a diary for me, to remember the joys of marathon training, but also a little creative outlet, and for my mum and nana to see what I'm up to. So yeah, welcome to the channel. The sun is out, the birds are chirping. They've stopped chirping for that exact second, because they all know that marathon training is upon us. As you saw, I did my first run today, which was literally just a 7.5k easy run. Very nice. A bit trickier today because I ran 10k yesterday. It wasn't on any kind of plan. I just felt like going outside. It was trickier today, not body wise. I'm just a bit tired, I think. I didn't sleep very well. Next door's husky was howling in the night, which was really kind of it. And I just felt really bored on the treadmill because I have been doing more outside runs recently, which I'm glad about because I need to regain my confidence in running outside. I'm going all over the place with this ramble, but in the area that we've moved to, there's one main road that you can run up and down. It's a roughly 10k situation, and it's really boring. But you know what's more boring? The treadmill, staring at a wall. But I can't really complain because my partner, he is far deeper in marathon training and he's currently running 31 kilometers on that treadmill. So when I was running along thinking, I wish this 7.5k was over, I'd look over to him, he was in the pain cave. So I was like, you know what, could be so much worse, which it will be worse in a few weeks. Can't wait to clip this in future vlogs where I am running really far and be like, you had no idea. But yeah, I look rough. I'm going to wash my hair, I'm going to have some breakfast, and I'm going to start work for the day. So I'm clean, my hair is washed. My resolution for feeling a bit better working from home is try and put a bit of effort in every day. That's not happened today. I blow dry my hair mostly. I'll probably use some heatless skills tonight because I'm actually going to London tomorrow. Because when I was working from home, obviously I'm always working from home, but a couple of weeks ago I felt really Groundhog Day, every day is the same. So I was like, I need to go into the office. I'm not very far from London. It's going to take me about an hour and 20 minutes on the train and then a couple of tube changes. That's all together, by the way. Yeah, and the train is only 30 minutes, which is really good. So that's tomorrow, but today I need to eat now because I'm starving. I'm going to make my yogurt bowl, which is the same as every day. It's Greek yogurt, but the thick one from Aldi. In fact, what a treat. I don't even have to use a bowl because basically I eat so much of this yogurt, right? They come in 500 gram pots and I eat half a day. I have 250 grams of yogurt a day. So on the alternate day, I can just eat it straight from the yogurt pot. What a treat. Greek yogurt on its own is not actually very nice. My top tip always is these My Protein flavour drops. I, back in the day, tried the toffee flavour and I think it was nice, but I can't remember and I can't conclusively say. The vanilla has my heart. This is just chef's kiss. It makes the yogurt taste so nice. I also eat it with a teaspoon, which is nuts, I know, but I'm quite a fast, actually no, my partner will say I'm a really slow eater, but I feel like I eat food without actually digesting it. I will just shovel it when I'm really hungry. So I'm kind of using teaspoons as a way, not like a dinner time meal, but with my yogurt bowl, it's just so tasty. I'm I want to eat this all in one go. So a teaspoon helps like slow me down, like chill out babes. No one's gonna take it from you. They're pretty reasonable price. I think they're like £6 a bottle. And the bottles last like 3 months minimum. If you don't use them as often as I do. Probably longer, but I use them for my yogurt every day. Sometimes porridge, baked oats is good in. Coffee as well, but with coffee you literally need like 4 drops. Beware. A lot goes a long way. With Greek yogurt, because I don't really like the taste, I do use quite a lot. I also weigh out my food. I don't know whether this is just like, I don't know. I have a bit of a tricky relationship with food, to be honest, if I'm being vulnerable here. I used to be quite a lot heavier than I am now. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Still love myself then. Love myself now. But I have like a bit of a hangover, I think, from losing that weight. Oh, I've only got half of the granola serving I need. Boo. That's annoying. Alas. I'm sure I can find. I'll pop it all later. But tracking I have a funny relationship with. Now I am using tracking a bit more to make sure I'm fueled during marathon training. That's a good way. I think that's equally as important because sometimes I can feel really full and be like, oh, I've eaten so much, when actually I'm not even at maintenance calories. So yeah, bit of a tricky one. I knew this channel would just be me chatting bollocks this whole time. I don't know if any of what I'm going to say is useful, but I'm having a good time. It feels like I'm chatting to a friend, so. This is the finished product. Gorgeous. She tastes like a raspberry vanilla cheesecake. That's what I tell myself anyway, but really yum. I also have a little decaf coffee as well. My duck mug, because my partner's coming back from his run in a bit and he will want a cafetiere with like strong coffee because he, like I said, he's done 31 kilometers and I can't have more than 1 coffee a day or I will explode. So I've got my yoga ball, I've got my coffee. I'm now going to start working for the day. I normally spend Monday morning going through my emails and notifications and any training that I've been set. So yeah, I've actually moved my desk around because before I was facing this wall and I was getting no sunlight whatsoever, and it just felt like a very, not depressing is the wrong word, but it just felt like a very dull place to sit. Whereas now I've got the sunshine, I've got blue sky. We don't get much light on this side of the house, it's the only problem, but at least I can see there's woods and I can see the birds flying around. So I feel like that is a good enrichment for someone that is sat at this desk a lot. I just got some nice feedback from like my 3 times boss on a report I did. I'm actually terrified of him. He did my interview, not that he remembers this because they interviewed so many people. That sounded like a flex, it wasn't. They hired 30 people at the same time, so they did hundreds and hundreds of interviews. What am I about? Anyway, there's no way he'd remember me, but he was so scary in my interview, and ever since then I've been like scared of him. He just gave me that really nice feedback, which is a nice confidence boost because I've not been feeling amazing at my job at the minute. It's quite I'm finding it quite tricky. It's very different to what I used to do. I used to be a paralegal, I used to do law, and now I work in like a government arm's length body situation. Yeah, it's very different, but that has given me a confidence boost I needed on a Monday morning. Now I'm going to finish another report, send that off for checking, and go through some admin, end of financial year admin, which I've never had to deal with before because again I used to be paralegal, so we'd have like secretaries and receptionists who are angels that used to do all this stuff, and now I'm having to do it, which is not as fun, but that's okay. I'll probably put a fun playlist on and try and bash it out. I am experiencing a bit of a post-lunch slump. I've got all my jobs. Ignore all this stuff, by the way. This other stuff there. need to sort out, need to log back in. I'm going to put my headphones on, listen to some upbeat music, and hopefully get through this to-do list that I made on Friday and it's now Monday and I'm not done any of it, so. So we've just done a food shop and now I'm going to prep some breakfast for tomorrow morning because I'm going to London for the day and I'm going out so early that I need to take breakfast with me because otherwise that's 3 meals out and that's excessive. So this is the finished product. They have blueberries in them and I use my vanilla drops, so they're 2 separate cookies. The only problem is, you can see the blueberries are getting all over my hands, which isn't great for eating them on the train, which I want to do in the morning. And then I've also got some snacks to take with me as well, because I envision London is probably going to be quite expensive. I definitely will have to have lunch there. I'll see if I can wait to dinner. We'll see. So I am here at the station. I do feel a bit scammed because I thought it would be nice and light at this time. It's not, it's pitch black. It's also really cold. But I'm excited. I feel really excitable today to go into London. I feel like it's a fun little change. I didn't feel so excited this morning when the alarm went off. But yeah, now I'm going to go get my tickets from the station because apparently it's a physical ticket. Not had that before. And yeah, head on off to London. City girl.
This is an Elizabeth line service to
Well, that was a fun little day in the life as a corporate queen. The office was fun. Made a new friend. She's very nice. And yeah, got home. Well, back in the car now. Need to drive home. It felt very quick on the way back. Like the train back was only 24 minutes, which is crazy. A couple of tubes like swaps, which is a bit overwhelming to be honest, but I managed it and it was not that busy. I think partly because of Easter holidays, partly because I started so early because I got there so early, and like 7:45, I finished at 4:45, so obviously I missed a lot of commuter traffic as well. But yeah, need to go now. Yum. Ever since I started filming for this YouTube video, I realised how slow I am to speak. Like even then, why do I stop? I'm doing it now. Maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I'll just film when I'm tired, I don't know. But I have laid out my clothes tomorrow. That's an important point because if you're trying to get into the habit of going to the gym in the morning, you need to lay out your clothes the night before. I feel like anything that removes the friction between you and what you want to do, that is how you succeed. That's how I succeeded at becoming a morning gym person, because any excuse not to go I would use. So if I literally have shoes, coat, clothes, gym bag set out ready, then I've got no excuse, I have to go. So top tip. Good morning. It feels like a Monday but in a good way. But it's actually Wednesday. And I only have tomorrow to work because Friday is a bank holiday. That's what we like to hear. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was meant to go to like a health MOT thing with work. They pay for like a private healthcare company to like do an MOT, like a wellness checkup. Probably a way for them to just harvest our data. Probably, yeah. But I thought it was quite fun. But it was scheduled for 9. I've got a meeting at 10 and it's about half an hour away. That's risky business. I don't want to miss this meeting. So I've rescheduled that for next week. I have unexpectedly more time this morning than I thought I had. So I walked my partner to work and then carried on a bit more. So I did about 5k walk this morning. I'm feeling quite productive because at work yesterday I tied up so many loose ends of things that I've been putting off for a long time that I'm now free from my mind. Don't have to think about them anymore. I apologise that this vlog is like labelled as marathon training. So far I've only done one run and you've probably not seen a lot of it. So my plan for the rest of the week is today lower body day. Tomorrow is a tempo run session. I don't think I'll have time to go to the gym around that because we're going for dinner at one of our friends' houses tomorrow night. Then Friday is Good Friday. I'm going to go to church in the morning. I'm going to go for brunch with some friends afterwards, which will be really fun. Then I will do probably an upper body day. Saturday is park run, and then we're travelling to my partner's parents for Easter weekend. Sunday is a 14-kilometre run. Not nice. But we're going to do the sunrise service at church, which is quite fun because I've been up nice and early. I can come home, bash out that run, and then I can spend the rest of the day eating chocolate, which is great. So yeah, that's the rest of my week of workouts. When I have obviously I do now have a lot of workouts to configure around my week. I always use Sunday evening as an opportunity to plan the rest of my week. So then 1, I know that all my workouts have been scheduled, and 2, I know when I'm doing them, which is really good because then that, if you sort of go into the week thinking, oh, well, I've got this many runs to do, I'll leave it for, I'll just do what I feel like on the day. Like, I understand that wanting to do like intuitive movement. However, I think scheduling is so good for like actually encouraging you to do it. And if you, for example, don't feel good on a day, you can swap workouts around. Yesterday, I had scheduled a run, but obviously I didn't end up doing it because I was in the office for like all day. But yeah, anyway, it helps make sure that the workouts get done, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to work now. I've got my training to do. Then I'll have my yogurt bowl in a bit. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little while. Yum. Ignore my headphones on the floor. They fell out of my bag a minute ago and I've not bothered to pick them up yet. So I'm going to eat this, do some more work. And then on my lunch, I think I'm going to do some cleaning, like a big deep clean of the house because there's stuff everywhere. It's not like dirty, it's just messy. So I need to sort my bedroom out, put the washing away, put a new wash on. So I can my lunch like whiz around, listen to a podcast situation. So I've done some cleaning and I've got 10 minutes left on my lunch break. I really need to go outside, so I'm just gonna go for like a 10-minute walk. I already walked for like an hour this morning, then I might do some treadmill steps later if I can be asked. If not, I'll just go and collect my partner from work and that could be my evening steps, and then we're going to the gym later, so that'll be my second workout of the day. But yeah, it's just one of those days where I really need to go outside, so that I will do. But another top tip I really recommend is like pre-planning your meals, and I find that to be a way less restrictive way of tracking calories because you don't feel like you're having to restrict. You've almost like made yourself like a menu for the rest of your day, and you're like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to eat. Because if you were to say to me, you've got 1,800 calories to eat throughout the day, and I'll just sort of like muddling my way through it, I'd probably accidentally eat all of that for breakfast or like before lunch, and then I'd have like a carrot stick at the end of the day. Whereas this makes sure that I've got enough calories to last all my meals for the rest of the day. And yeah, it also like provides some stability as well, because when you know with set meal times, when you know that your next meal is in like an hour, you don't need to go and get a boredom snack necessarily. I mean, I still do, I still fall for that a lot, and like, not saying I'm perfect by any means. These are the ways that I've managed to gradually lose weight over like the course of 2 years, is that well, I say year really, it's when I made the most difference, is just by little tricks like that. So like planning your meals, having meals at the same time, roughly every day if you can. I know that's not possible for everyone, but it just provides some stability. And if you can't have them at the same time every day, just pre-planning at the start of the day when you're going to have those meals. So yeah, try and eat at the same time every day. Try and spread out your meals. I've actually started having 4 meals a day rather than 3 because I just feel like 3 is too spread out for me. But yeah, I found that that's a really helpful tip. This is the finished diabolical meal. If anyone struggles with the texture or taste of cottage cheese, just put some Nando sauce on it, or spicy sauce, because it really helps. Although I really like cottage cheese on its own. I don't like Greek yogurt on its own, and I therefore have to use my protein drops. But Nando sauce, and also just grow up. I'm so ready to go home. I'm so tired. Get me some dinner. Good morning. I was gonna film this morning when I was so hungry. I literally like scurried. You saw some clips probably of my walk. I scurried home so fast. Like one of my kilometers was like 10 minutes 5 or something walking because I was literally pacing it because I was so hungry. So yeah, good morning. I'm making my yogurt bowl. Straight out of the pot, of course, because like I mentioned the other day, I eat half a pot of yogurt every day. I'm a grown boy. Haven't really got much to report, to be honest. Oh shit. That's why I can't multitask. It's Maundy Thursday, is that what they call it? And from this evening we've got 4 days off, which is fantastic. I'm going to do my run this evening. Yes, I am. I'm going to do my run this evening. It's 7.5k, so not too bad. And it's rolling 400, so that'll be quite fun, I think. I quite like it when runs have like bits in the middle. It makes it feel like a video game. I try and do runs like this, tempo or like repeats outside, because I find it very difficult to sync on the treadmill with what I'm meant to be doing. And my Garmin is never, well, anyway, like GPS tracking isn't very accurate on a treadmill, obviously. Sorry, I got shy because someone saw me filming outside. So yeah, this morning I'm going to work. I don't think I'm going to go for a lunch walk because it's not been making me feel fantastic recently. Like, I feel like I come back feeling very bedraggled, very hungry, and it just takes up too much time out of my working day. So I probably will get on the Stairmaster, what am I about? The walking pad later, I think, because that does make me feel good. And I'm all about finding movement that makes you feel good. I had a nice walk. I'm chatting shit right now. I need to wrap it up because I'm so hungry as well. Conclusion, gonna do some work. At lunchtime I might finish off my painting that I've started, because I am trying to find more hobbies that aren't health and fitness, because I do feel like sometimes it does consume my every waking moment. So I've got back to painting, so I might finish that. Then Lou will come home about 4. I need to go pick up his car from the MOT. Then I'll go do my run outside because I can't figure out like Garmin tracking on a treadmill. But yeah, first things first, I need to eat. I feel fried, my phone feels fried. I just had a really long meeting. I've been trying to upload a TikTok that I made yesterday that took me flipping ages last night to edit. Will anyone watch it? Probably not. But it is I enjoy it. It's a fun little outlet for me. I'm, like I said, feeling quite frazzled, but I don't feel like I can justify going for a lunch walk yet. Or if I particularly want to. I feel like, I don't know what it is. It just, when I'm outside, I'm just like, I don't want to get back inside and keep working. So it doesn't necessarily help my productivity flow. So I've set the walking pad up. I'm just going to do some gentle steps while I do some work. Then I'll have some lunch, do more work, and then, yeah, see where the day takes me after that. We need to pick, like I said, I need to pick Lou's car up and I need to run later. I don't necessarily love running in the evening. I feel like it's really hanging over me right now. Like I feel like I can't relax till the run's done, whereas normally I normally run first thing in the morning and it's gone out my mind. I can chill out and enjoy the rest of my day, whereas now I'm like, I know I'm gonna have to run later. So yeah, don't think I'll do this again. It was only because, like I said, I had to go and drop Lou's car off this morning that I'm doing it this way around. Never again.
A lot later on in the year, which is a triathlon of sorts. I haven't said yet anywhere which one it is, what I'm doing.
Hello. As you just saw, I'm having some pre-run English muffins because we ran out of bagels. I didn't realise how low calorie they were. These ones are 120 calories for them. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll have two. Bit excessive for a 7k run. Never mind. I'm having a quite nice day. I got some steps in, as you saw, my walking pad, which is so nice. I even if it wasn't for me like trying to be on a fitness journey, I just feel like it's the endorphins I get from walking or like doing any kind of exercise. That's what I need. Do want to get myself to do work.
That doesn't create a perfectly rectangular.
I really don't want to do this run, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That felt really good. Really pleased with that. Proud of how far I pushed. But now ready to go home and have my dinner. I managed my run. I'm really proud of how far I pushed. It was actually quite nice because it made the treadmill time go so fast because I was constantly focused on next interval, and before I knew it, 7.8k had gone. So I'm pleased with that. I've just hit 27.2 thousand steps today, which is excessive. I'm going to dry my hair very quick, and then I'm going to have some food and probably fall asleep on the sofa. Good morning. Now I have a little bit of time to be able to get ready for my morning in peace. Nice and slow, which is nice. That's a novelty for me. My heatless curls turned out well, as you saw, but this side is a bit damp underneath, and that's going to impact the curls. That's going to make them quite frizzy. So make sure your hair is dry enough before you do heatless curls. I'm very much part of like the 6 o'clock wake up club now, because even though it's a day off, I still got up at 6. It just feels nice. Like now I know I've got a lot of the morning before we go to church and before we do other things. So.
Body of the sofa will be this material in the beige.
I just did my runner workout, my leg workout. I did not enjoy it at all. I find it very difficult to be a beginner at things. First of all, it felt very like some of the things as well just felt very embarrassing, like pogo jumps. I didn't even do those. So I was like, that is mortifying. Walking to the gym and just jumping in a corner. No thank you. Some of it felt good, like I could really feel it in my calves and my quads, but then also I just feel like, what muscle are you building? You know, like hopping around doing like high volume, low weight sets. That's not building any muscle whatsoever. So yeah, I was in a bad mood throughout because I was like, this is so pointless. But I've tried it it's a new experience. I'm probably going to swap one of my like days a week for one of the runner workouts, at least for now, and see if it improves my running in any way. Tonight we're making burgers, which is fun, so I'll have that for tea. Then tomorrow, rather than doing park run, I'm going to do my 14-kilometre run on the treadmill, which I know is once again chickening out of running outside. But to be honest, it's that time of the month and I don't love the idea of running outside at that time because obviously I need access to the toilet. So yeah, I'm going to do 14 kilometres on the treadmill tomorrow morning, bright and early. Then in the afternoon we're driving up to Louis' parents to spend Easter weekend with them. So exciting. Good morning. I was going to go to park run this morning, decided to do my 14-kilometre run instead, because I had a lot of carbs last night and I was like, well, what better time when I can control what food I've eaten the night before to make sure I'm well fueled for my 14-kilometre run, because we're going to Louis' parents tonight, so I don't necessarily know what we'll be having for dinner, so I don't know if I feel as good running tomorrow, if that makes sense. So no park run. Gonna go on a treadmill because it's raining outside and I have no desire to run outside anyway. I am going to run outside tomorrow because, like I said, we're at Louis' parents and it's generally quite flat around there. I don't even have a run on my plan, but I'd like to do equivalent of park run or a bit more, just like a chilled, easy run, just to enjoy running outside again. That's my goal. Also, Louis is going to run anyway, so I need to do something to entertain myself while he's gone. So yeah, gonna get ready and go blast out 14 kilometres on the treadmill. I've had some jelly babies this morning, 4, because I watched Hannah Trench's video and she was talking about how 4 jelly babies is the equivalent of 1 gel, and I've always been using jelly babies to fuel my runs anyway. Like, that's something my mum does and I copied her. They don't necessarily sit that great when I'm running, like I can kind of feel them here when I'm running, so don't necessarily know if I'd eat them again during the run. I prefer the Decathlon like energy chew bars that they go down really nicely, like you can sort of like suck them and then they sort of disappear, whereas jelly babies you have to like chew and like swallow. It doesn't really work for me when I'm running. So jelly babies before, I'm going to take one of the chew bars, maybe on the treadmill, but then would I look insane eating on a treadmill? Maybe. Then also I'm hoping that it will be empty because it's a Saturday morning. Who else is running on a treadmill that early, especially on Easter bank holiday weekend? So yeah. These are the shoes of choice today, my gel Nimbus. I don't know what the kind is. I also have my gel Nimbus in the pink as well. These are my preferred for longer runs because these are half size up. Those ones are my exact shoe size, so anything more than a 10k they do start to rub a little bit. So whilst I would prefer to wear those ones, I don't really know why. I don't know if they've got like less height on them and they feel less wobbly on the treadmill. So I do prefer those, but they do rub. So it's like sacrifice I have to make today because I'm not getting blisters, can't be arsed. My other running shoes, as you can see, my Salomon trail running shoes. I can't quite remember what they're called. I think they're the Ultra Glide. Then over there are my Brooks Ghost. I don't love them, to be honest. I was really surprised. I really was expecting to love Brooks. I've heard so many good things about them. My mum loves hers. She was like, they're super comfortable, and they are comfortable. They're just, I don't know, they're just not as squishy as these, which maybe I've got too used to running in really squishy shoes, I don't know. But on a treadmill they really hurt my ankle because there's not as much cushioning. They're fine for outside, for like shorter runs. I would never do a race in them, I don't think. They're just not very like supportive, I guess. I don't know. They're just not my favourites, to be honest. I'm all done with my run. I'm really pleased with how that went. I pushed myself really hard, but it didn't feel that hard, if that makes sense. Like the first few kilometres felt really rough, even though I was going like 7 minutes a kilometre. I was like, this is rubbish. It turns out it was 13k, not 14k, so that was a bit of a win. But then I saw that, so it was 2 minutes conversational, fine, even though it didn't feel fine. Then it was 4k at 6 minutes 30 a kilometre, and then 4k at 6 minutes 10. I've rarely ever managed to hit those paces in a park run, let alone a 13k run, so I was like, there's no way. Got to the 6 minutes 10, I actually felt really good. So finished the 6 minutes 10, and then it was meant to be a 2 minute conversational pace, like cool down, but I was like, I actually feel really good, I'll carry on at the 6 minutes 10. And then the last kilometre I ran up to 5 minutes 40. I felt like, wow, so speedy for me anyway. And I felt really good at the end, even though I was very warm. And my videos probably don't make me look good because I was knackered, like knackered, but in a good way. So yeah, clean, dressed, gonna have some breakfast, and then we're gonna go to Louis' parents for the weekend, which will be really good fun. I can eat lots of mini eggs tomorrow. Yay!
To deliver through the back, they've always got a reverse.
I'm about to go for a run, but without any pace or time goals. It's not my plan. It's a really nice day outside, so I think I'd like to just go for a scamper before some lunch. Hello! I've been a terrible vlogger. I've not been good at this game. The last time I filmed was Saturday morning when I filmed a time clip yesterday of my run, but basically Saturday morning I did 14 kilometres on the treadmill, as you probably saw. I then came home and we drove to Louis' parents. We had a lovely rest of the day seeing his grandparents. Sunday was Easter Sunday. We got up and went to church pretty early. Then I went for just a general pootle, just a little run, just because I wanted to go outside and it was beautiful weather and I wanted to encourage myself to get back outside running, not on a treadmill. I went, I think it was like 5.6k or something, so not very far, just did it for the love of the game. It was really nice. Then we came home, had a big roast dinner afterwards. I think it was nicer, the run was, because I knew there was a roast dinner at the end. That's always a good incentive. Then today I've done no movement whatsoever. I'm on 2,500 steps, which is so low for me. Like yesterday I did 20,000, on Saturday I did 27,000 steps, and today I'm on 2,000, so it kind of evens itself out. I'm not particularly too worried about it, to be honest. I had a nice day today. We saw one of Louis' friends and we saw Louis' niece and nephew, and then we just drove home, and now we're home and I've had some mini eggs. I've watched some of Sophia and Chincia's vlog, and I was gonna just sit and stay here because Louis' gone to do a 25k run on a treadmill, bless him, and I was just gonna stay here and chill out. However, I'm feeling a bit penned in because I haven't done much today, so what I think I'm gonna do is a beautiful evening outside. I'm gonna put some stuff upstairs, put things in like general vicinity of like where I want them. Then I'm gonna go for a walk, and then I think I'm gonna go meet him in the gym. Either do some more steps on the treadmill when I get there, or do my leg day. So I just feel like I need to move around. I've got a lot of energy right now that I'm not gonna sleep very well otherwise. Also, I feel a bit like lonely is the wrong word, but I've come from like all weekend being around people and spending time with people, and now I'm sat here like I'm in the house of my own. I'm going to be in the house of my own for most of the week. I don't really want that. So yeah, I was a bit bored of just sat watching YouTube. So yeah, that's my POA for the evening. And then we'll come home. I probably will come home before Louis because he's not going to be done until like 8:30. Which is crazy. Again, poor thing. Gonna then have a shower and probably have a very early night. So I say I'm wired, like I've got a lot of energy, but I am tired in my eyes, but the rest of me is like awake. So yeah, I'd also like to edit this YouTube video at some point. It's going to take me a long time. I just edited one of the clips and it took me a little while, so I was like, so I need to figure that out. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it when I remembered to make it. It's very easy to remember to film when I'm on my own, and I can just film happily and confidently. But when I'm around people, obviously not confident to do that. But marathon training feels good. I'm eating more food. Hit like 36 kilometers this week of running, which is pretty high for me. I know that's quite low for some people, and soon that will be like my long run, all in one go. But yeah, can't remember what I was going to say, to be honest. I think that's the sign to end this video here. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and see you next time.